Hello, viewers. I'm SB,
And I'm Amabel.
and welcome back to Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, where I have brought us back up to this telex machine to start things. Because last episode, I was looking at this thing where these numbers are presented to us upside down, and I was trying to interpret the numbers as letters to type into the telex thing. And I'm like 80% sure I put in the wrong characters. I'm pretty sure that I treated that top number as though it's supposed to be 1961 because in my head I was defaulting to that strobogrammatics. Yeah, this thing. In my head I was doing this thing with it, and I was like, oh well, of course it's the symmetrical figure, but that's not right. If the characters that should be missing here are 3, 7, and 4, which upside down would look like uppercase E, uppercase L, lowercase h, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like 100% certain I was putting in an I because I'm a dummy. So
It's like on a calculator.
yes, yes, ELH. Okay, ELH. Hey, that actually did work. Okay, Bug Report 1, Lorelei and Laser Eyes, Forest Prototype. Forest Issue 1, ID, Gamma. Trying to walk past the sign by the boulder in the direction the sign is pointing triggers an unavailable animation and sets the player character transform incorrectly. Repeatedly triggering this bug will eventually result in a software crash. So, it didn't have anything to do with the way we walked. It was just I walked over that point in that direction enough times.
Okay.
Forest Issue 2 ID, Delta. Standing by the magician and repeatedly spinning around on the spot will set the magician's transform incorrectly. Trying to interact with the magician will make the software crash. Forest Issue 3, suspending the game when close to the lonely grave will result in the software starting in a corrupt test area when resuming. Interacting with grave 1847 crashes the software. So this is all 3 of the bugs for the Forest game with instructions for reproduction. That makes sense as a bug report. I don't know why I wasn't quite expecting this. I was expecting that we would get some kind of like cryptic shit because, everything else that's happened in the game. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then we can go in and recreate those then.
Yeah, and the thing that's really interesting about that is that all we needed to make that happen was information that's in the room. It had nothing to do with the bug report. It had nothing to do with what the thing says when you bug it out.
I'm assuming the bug numbers are a piece of a different puzzle then. Do you want to
That's
go
what
right
I'm
to
thinking.
the video game, or do you want to try the other telex machines?
Yeah, let's go to there's another telex machine on this floor. Let's run over. No, there isn't. Never mind. What am I talking about? I guess let's run over the video game. The console on this floor is the Forest one, right?
I think so. So I guess let's go do that then.
Yeah, let's go do that. And I immediately tried to tank control her. I can't help it. It's in my blood. Like the caffeine should be in hers.
I think she's gonna burst one of these days.
Let's get all doped up on caffeine and then sit very still and play some video games. Sounds like a plan to me. Nope, this is the wrong one.
The Forest one.
Suspend software. Was the Forest one the one in the basement then? Because we spent a bunch of time with the Forest one. The elevator is over here. Yeah, I will say I don't feel like I have any idea. No, this isn't where we want to be at all. I don't know that I have any idea what we're supposed to use these bug report values for then.
I mean, there's still some puzzles that we haven't figured out. The cemetery. We haven't figured out the maze. Okay, so
I'm gonna go to the magician here,
okay.
and then I'm gonna get into interaction position with him, and I will say this is one that I feel like, well, that's fun and not horrifying at all. Hi. Okay.
Z94.
C94 indeed. We would never have gotten that one accidentally.
Yeah.
All right, so suspend the software in the
At
corner
the
with the lonely grave.
Yeah.
And then check the graves in the order 1847 is interesting because I don't know what that means. Like it could just be like count them from left to right. Right, this could be grave 8.
Well, this is the lonely grave, though.
Yeah, this is where we would suspend it. But after this step, we have to check the graves in a particular order. And they're not actually numbered. In fact, there's only 7 of them.
Okay, hang on. There are 7 graves.
Oh, but hold on. Let me suspend the software here and then relaunch it. Because it said it would put us back in a different environment, right? Maybe it's clearer. Okay, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind. I was like, well, we gotta figure out what those A, M, B, A, O, M. No.
Okay.
Okay.
1. Thanks, Grave. This right here, by the way, this is the kind of shit, especially that thing with the magician and everything.
Yeah.
I would not have been okay doing this by myself, especially like late at night. B18. There's something about software not functioning correctly in certain ways that's just like, I don't know, it's immediately upsetting.
Can you go into your memory, into the bug, and what is the other bug report for that one? I'm writing them all down together.
Yeah.
Software errors is at the bottom.
Yeah.
9F5.
9F5.
Okay, so forest.
You know,
Okay.
there's a lot of good kitty horror show stuff that engages with this idea.
Yeah.
Right? Anatomy and the one with the tenement blocks where you keep resetting it. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Never mind.
Not at all.
Never mind. Y'all, this is a recommendation to the viewers. Go check out kitty horror shows stuff if you have any stomach for horror games at all.
Okay, I am vaguely because we saw a video essay about her work.
A couple of them, in fact.
Yeah.
Also check out Jacob Geller's stuff, I guess, while we're doing shout outs.
Shout out to Jacob Geller.
Shout out to Jacob Geller.
It's important that we help a small channel.
And Jacob, if you're watching this, hi. And also, can we please have a copy of your book?
We're poor queers. We can't afford it.
It seems like a rad book. Okay, let's go to the telex here. I don't like the way she runs with her arms down.
All right.
Okay, 2-3 lay, 2-3 and 1. Because 2-3 is LORE, right?
Okay.
Then 1 is ZO. So yeah, our 3 is RE. Okay, so if I just spell out in the order of 1, 2, 3, it's like Zolore, and all of the letters were capital, right?
Yeah. I don't know how you did that. I didn't understand that one at all. So good for you, baby.
So they were using the numbers to represent portions of. They were using each number
Yeah.
was representing 2 letters, right? Using the
Yeah.
using the 4 names. So it's just you figure out what each and just spell out 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
It's interesting that the issue IDs are all Greek letter names. I don't know what to do with
Yeah.
it, but it's interesting. It's not the way you usually identify bugs in a software
Oh
environment.
yeah, that this might actually be relevant
Yeah, because
later.
we have a book about the Greek alphabet as well. Okay, so this is hallway prototype. Interacting with the
Okay.
magician repeatedly will corrupt the dialogue text. Repeatedly triggering corrupt dialogue text will eventually make the magician turn into the player character. When interacting with the player character, the software will crash. So the magician's always just like doing something terrifying. Standing close behind the pointing woman while facing the opposite direction she points will trigger a corrupt animation for the pointing woman when pressing the one button. The wall to which the woman was pointing will corrupt and lose its collision, leading to a corrupt path. Walking down the corrupt path will result in a crash. And then, 1963 we got.
Okay.
Okay.
We can do this.
Yeah.
This is the hallway one.
But that's not. Is that this game? Well, this game's the library one.
Library one.
All right, we'll come back to here. What am I doing? Like, I know it's not the. Because we were just at the hallway one. You know what? Let's save that a second, because the other telex machine is just right here. We may as well get this.
Okay.
Okay, so did we ever do anything with this diorama solution?
No, because different things would. Like we tried to do like M3A.
Well, no, we didn't, because there's no numbers on the telex machine.
Right.
So lowercase a to M3, lowercase z4, lowercase e1. So
E
EA,
the third is the uppercase M.
uppercase M. Yeah, okay.
Is that a lowercase or uppercase C?
I think it's lowercase. Just guessing from the size of it.
Okay.
You know, that seems so straightforward. How did we not do that before? I think to some extent, I think we were just kind of like in gathering mode. Just like pulling all the information in to figure out later.
Yeah.
Okay, library prototype. Walking backwards through the passage close to the woman immediately after interacting with her will crash. That's an easy one. The shelf behind the magician does not have any assigned collision. This will result in the player character being able to reach an out-of-bounds space, then walk through passages 2014.
Okay.
All right, and then interacting with the man with the gun and leaving the software on the dialogue screen for about 30 seconds will result in unexpected dialogue strings. When returning from the dialogue screen, the player character animation is broken and trying to leave the room will crash it. Okay, let's go do those real quick since the game is right here. I guess it's been a second since we saved. And the game's starting to get real creepy, so I'm just gonna...
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I don't know that this is any creepier than any of the other stuff, I guess. It's just, it gets me personally.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are we relative to people? Is that the woman? I don't remember who is where.
I don't either.
All right,
Okay,
this is
well,
the guy with
talk
the
to
gun.
this
So
guy.
talk to him and just leave the dialogue on screen for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're doing that, just staring at this guy pointing the gun with a weird face.
Yeah, the face effect is very creepy.
Yeah, I wonder what it is about. I get what you mean about like software glitch game kind of stuff being kind of creepy.
Yeah, it's like
Um,
inherently scary. It doesn't even need anything like to be scary about. Huh. Wait, what was I supposed to? What was
trying
after
to
the?
try to leave the room.
Okay, yeah, my animation's all fucked. Okay, there we go. DC 6. Well earned.
Do you remember if that was the first, second, or third? Was that the third one?
Oh, shoot. Sorry, I pressed the button to bring up the menu, but you know, it's not that button all the
That's
time.
okay. I'm pretty sure it was the third one.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, next, the woman. We have to talk to the woman.
The pointing woman, yeah. You look in a different direction than the pointing woman.
Okay, I think she's the one up here. The magician is the one who's way down in that bottom left corner. Okay, here we go. Wait,
No, it's a pointing woman.
that is, I mean, that's all the woman we got. Dog. Hold on.
Don't call me dog. I don't like that.
Too bad. What do you reckon?
Is it a ladder?
No, it's not a letter. It's a note, perhaps. Those are the startups. It's a paper. No, it's not like a paper though.
Bug report.
It's a document, obviously. Okay, that's forest, hallway, library.
Okay.
Walk backwards through the passage close to the woman immediately after interacting with her.
Okay, so let's interact with her again.
All right, so I want to kind of like put myself right here. Yep, another one that you definitely. It seems very unlikely you would stumble on that one by accident.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the last one. The magician. The shelf behind the magician is fake. Walk through there and then walk through passage 2, door 0, door 1, passage 4. All right. Like there's a lot of creepypasta out there, a lot of internet horror stories about haunted video games, and I think it's very easy to like, oh yeah, it was a haunted video game cartridge. It's really easy to meet that with like derision immediately. I think especially if you're a person who hasn't spent a lot of hours sort of like alone in the dark playing video games.
Oh no,
But there are some things that are like very viscerally unsettling in
Yeah.
and especially especially a certain generation of people. Like I think if you were young when the N64 was like the thing, if you're like, I don't know, like 8 or 10 or whatever, and like you had played, I don't know, you'd played Ocarina of Time and you had like a certain vibe for what Zelda was, and then Majora's Mask came out and you played that alone in your room in the dark. There's some things that happened in that game that are legitimately unsettling. I mean, I guess even in Ocarina of Time, the first time you encounter a Redead is like very weird.
None of this makes any sense to me.
I'm sorry, sweetie.
Okay,
Huh.
2014.
Okay. How do you reckon I would I'm gonna walk through the 2. I guess 0 is this way.
Yeah.
What a thing.
But like,
What a thing.
but I get the haunted video game thing. You know, I read a story once about like a haunted book,
Uh-huh.
and it was a really creepy story. I don't remember what happened, and I was very young when I read it, but like it was very unsettling. This thing changing, you know.
Yeah.
So like I get it, and the thing is, you're engaging with a work of art, right? And the idea of that engagement being unsafe in some way, that it might alter something about you or your reality or your perception, like that's a legitimately creepy thing.
Okay.
Okay.
So this one. The 2 things we haven't done yet. Hallway. Interact with the magician repeatedly.
Okay. Stand close behind the pointing woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, let's go hug that magician. Always a problem, that one. I think the magician's the one down at the bottom.
Well, one way to find out.
Wait, did I... I did not go the correct way. Nope, that's 8. 8's not useful. 8's the one that just goes to the other part of the hallway. Hey. Apparently we'd missed $1 here. Alright, let me get out of this middle bit. Alright, looks like we're doing the woman thing first. So left. Left. Alright. Or whoever happens to be over here. Okay, so stand behind her facing the other way.
Yeah.
And then what? I've already forgotten.
Something's gonna glitch out.
Okay, just leave it like this.
I think so.
My memory is so bad. But the thing is, like, it's selectively bad. I don't control it. But it is frustrating how, like, I can still remember some Mortal Kombat 2 fatalities. Okay, and then...
Then I think we try to move somewhere. I don't remember.
Go through the wall.
Okay.
Huh. Huh.
Okay. B52, was that the second one?
Yep.
Okay.
They call that memory address the Love Shack. Thank you. All right. And then just talk to the magician a bunch until he can't take it anymore. Now he'll know how it feels. This is a really loud startup sound. We should turn this TV down. All right. So yeah, I don't know what to do with this information once we've got it. You keep remembering this hallway as a maze, but not the right one. His dialogue is really creepy in a very, like, dreamlike way. Alright, do it until he turns into us.
Now try to interact.
That, again, is a very creepy thing to occur.
Yeah.
All right. So now
Okay.
we've got all of those, and we figured out the telex. Hey, there's $1 under the chair.
Can we go to our checklist?
We can go to this dollar. Okay, there we go. Mental notes. Reach the center of Quiz Club. Still working on it. Unlock the maze center gate. Find the center of the maze. I mean, I think that's kind of it, right? Oh, we were
Yeah.
gonna
Oh,
we figured out what those
yeah.
memory values were for, and we were gonna write those down at the beginning of the episode. Let's go ahead and do
Okay.
that
Let's do
before we
that.
forget again.
And
So
then let's try the maze.
we were looking at this one
Mm-hmm.
off camera. We were looking at this one at the end of the last episode, and I think I figured it out. And I was like, "Oh shoot, we shouldn't be solving these off camera because that's kind of like the point of the series." So
Yeah.
it kind of vaguely looks like 1963, but in fact, this is definitely 1847. It's 1847 because it's the number of lines in each figure.
Yup.
It
All right.
intentionally kind of looks like one of the other ones. So 1932 is 1847.
Okay.
Obviously, as we all know.
1938.
1938 is more different than that. So this is 1847 or 1963 or 2014. This rotation figure is so weird. So we have this central circle. And is the curved line representing a rotation? Because if it is, like that first figure becomes so if we rotate it there, it's center anchored. It becomes like the bottom part of a 4, which is not super helpful. That's a 4. I mean, the second figure doesn't look like anything.
Maybe it's telling us to count angles, but no, I don't
Maybe
think so. Because
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, no, it doesn't. That doesn't seem
no.
right. We'll come back to this one.
Come into this one. Okay.
All right, 1948 is. So this one is if you imagine these figures as each being like full of like 10 spaces, 10 equally spaced increments.
It's
The height
24.
of the lines, yeah, is like 2, 0, 1, and 4.
Okay.
I remember we looked at that. We solved that one earlier. Here, is it just the number of lines? No, it's not the number of lines because then that would be like 2, 9, something. Okay, so is it this first figure is either a 1 or a 2?
It's 1963.
It's 1963.
It's the number of crosses.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, good work.
Thank you.
Okay, 1957. Yeah, the fact that the first figure is always either 1 or 2 is actually really helpful.
Yeah.
So this it feels like it's not 2014. It's hard for me to imagine the leftmost figure being a 2 if that third figure is supposed to be 1 somehow.
Yeah.
That aside,
Yeah, I'm not sure what this one.
So that second figure is chopped into 9 blocks.
Yeah.
Doesn't really mean very much, though, when none of the other figures are divided up in that way. And the thing is, these are all rotationally. Like, why are they like this? So it's like, okay, if we're feeling like it's probably not 2014 based on the relationship between figures 1 and 4 or 1 and 3, then like look at the relationship between figures 2 and 3. That's either a 9 and a 6 or an 8 and a 4. How do you
How do you get that from? Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, just looking at this, 1963, like the reduction in complexity from figure 2 to figure 3 to figure 4 makes a lot more sense to me than it being 847, but that's really like entirely vibes based.
I mean, that. I mean, so if we. Yeah, I'm.
Entirely vibes based.
Yeah, but the vibe feels right, but that's also the vibe felt right for the 1932 one being 63. So, and it wasn't
Oh,
really.
no. It's 1847. I see it.
Okay. All right, explain it to me.
I will explain it to you with art.
Yes.
Explain it to you with drawing.
Okay.
Um right?
I don't know what that means.
This is a 7. This is a 4. This is an 8.
Oh no. Oh no. I love and hate that. That's great.
Yeah, I think it's good. That's a good one. All right,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
1957 is 1847, as you all always have suspected.
All right.
We're on
1960.
some fucking new chronology shit. Somebody called Gary Kasparov. He's gonna lose his mind. I mean, he kind of already lost his mind. 2014 number of triangles.
Yeah, that one's
Yep.
easy.
Yep. 1962. 1963 just figures mirrored across the center line there.
Right. Yeah.
We figured that one out earlier pretty quickly. 1973 is 1963, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just is because the block fits into. Yeah.
Yep. Some of them are very intuitive. And 1982 here. This one is 2014. You take the top half of each figure and slide it one character width to the right. This one is also
Okay.
one that we figured out before.
So we got everything but the 38 one, which.
So 2014, 1847. Oh, is it just referring to the part? Yes. Okay, I see it.
Okay.
It's 1847.
Okay. Do you need to draw on it again for me?
I'm gonna draw on it again for you, mostly because I enjoy using the drawing tools.
Yeah. No.
So
These are things where you can do
like
that.
it's only the part that has the curved line on it moves, and the circle is a hinge. So you move this thing down, and it becomes that. This becomes
And
this.
that. Okay.
This ends up being here, and this ends up
Okay.
being here.
Okay.
Those are
Gotcha.
neat. Those are fun. I like those.
Yeah.
I wish there were more of those in the game.
Okay.
Okay, so we have 2/3 of a computer login,
Mm-hmm.
and a bunch of shit that we don't know what to do with.
Okay, I say let's go back to the maze, not the quiz club maze, but the other maze.
The other maze. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a minute since we've. That's fair. Hey, Amabel.
Yeah.
How is accessed? How
That-
literally, how do I do that?
It was a window.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. I think you are right.
Yeah, because it's a mirror for the quiz club and a window for the quote-unquote real maze, the non-quiz club maze.
No, wait, I was trying to get to the stairs. What am I doing? Okay, that's fine. This works. Eventually, this will get me to the stairs eventually. Oh no, my caffeine wore off. Okay, just in case. Numbers getting pretty high. We're getting
Yeah, we're over
good,
90.
Getting some good progress here.
The only thing we're gonna end up not solving is the one code box that you don't care about.
We solved it in every way that matters.
Oh.
Okay, well,
Oh,
all right.
okay.
Yeah.
Can you pull up the so we know what characters were?
Step out of here. So that's an omega and a phi and a theta. Let me hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm a little. It was a book, right? We had a book about the Greek alphabet. Am I wrong? No, it's right here.
Okay.
A gamma.
Okay. A gamma.
And an omega and a phi.
Okay, hang on. Omega. And then phi is that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to write down the other ones that while I'm here.
Like the whole alphabet?
No, the ones that we have bug reports for.
I see what you're saying. You're copying the other characters.
Yeah, except I didn't write down the ones for the forest maze.
Okay. Well, that's fine. We only need those ones. We got it.
Okay.
So, sorry, this is what I want. Bug report. Okay, so gamma delta theta.
Gamma. Okay, and then
so it was delta, right?
Theta. Okay. Yeah.
Well, don't copy. We only care about one of these.
Okay.
It was delta, right?
I'd have to see the symbols again. I'm sorry.
You're killing me. This is the important part.
That's a gamma, an omega, and a phi.
Okay, gamma, omega, phi. Okay, so forest 1.
Mm-hmm. No, I have it. I have them written.
Hallway 3.
Yeah.
And library 2.
Okay. Yep.
You have that written down.
Yeah, I have.
So when we look at these software errors, it was forest 1, right?
No, yeah, I have the software errors written down. I had them all written down with the Greek letters. Is what I was doing. I'm being organized.
Okay, so, but these are the 3 sequences we need.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I got them.
All right, so forest 1. Sam.
Okay, 9 F.
Forest 1.
Forest 1. Well, the symbols are there. I have the symbols written down next to the codes.
Okay.
So this is 9F5.
9F5. You're killing me. You're killing me with your absolute insistence on not doing things the way I'm doing them, regardless of what way I'm doing them.
The omega is E90.
All right. Because, like, there's lots of different ways to approach the exchange of information. The only thing that actually matters is that we're either both
The
doing it the same way or one of
the
us has the whole thing in their
the
head.
phi is 0D2.
Okay. Wait, is there a difference between 0 and O?
I'm pretty sure it was a 0.
Turns out that's good enough.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, it wants me to put the pieces of the maze in. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that. So the northwest, northeast, southeast is this one. Southwest is this one.
Glad you're able to remember this, because
Well, I'm not remembering it. They each have, like one inviolable side.
okay.
This one has an opening in the middle. This is the only one that could be the center. Now, this right here, this is Sayonara Wild Hearts as Hell. This is just like, this is exactly what happens when you beat the final boss. Okay. Creepy underground area. That's fun for us. Hello. You have gone deep below. The truth will begin to surface from here. Have you met with the Minotaur in the hallways of wisdom? His stone brother resides ahead. He holds a message for his brother. Bring him right and left from the remains of those we lost. Only then will his message manifest itself. Bring him right and left from the remains of those we lost. So when she says up ahead, does she mean this way? Oh, I see. Wasn't that interesting? This needs to be descended somehow. Okay. Huh. Well, I guess let's leave that there for the moment. Because now when we come through here...
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. Like, what is the value of this being in any particular position? I mean, in this position, it allows us to cross. There's
Yeah.
you would never want to step on the right arrow here, right?
I don't think so.
It's weird that it's there. I guess is kind of like what I'm thinking, but maybe it's just that they always want you to be able to return the room to the initial position.
Yeah.
As like a safeguard against screwing it all up in a permanent way.
Oh, hang on. Go to the bottom room.
Okay.
And let's do that arrow, that arrow again.
Uh-huh.
And now go back up
Yeah.
around, and let's see if that affected the... It did not. Okay.
Well, no, what it does is it opens up a path to the south
Okay.
entrance of this room. A mural. 9 fragments unite in the third eye as enneahedron. I don't actually know what I'm familiar with that like prefix from enneagrams.
But what it means?
Yeah, but what it actually means, I do not know.
It means 9.
Okay, so an enneahedron is like a 9-sided shape. Okay, these are rotational buttons. So then this will make it so I can walk onto here, and then onto here, and then on the center, and that'll let me up the top. Okay. Should I have gone to the right at some point? Perhaps. I saw a way to get to the difficult to get to thing, and I just did that instead of thinking about what else might be valuable. Amabel.
Yeah.
It's a Minotaur.
Yeah.
There's 2 statues here. Do you remember what the exact wording was? I thought it was something about below the Minotaur, but this is below with the Minotaur. I don't like the way that camera... no, thank you. Something about this does not feel good to me. Only a small portion of the inscription is legible. Truth of the Minotaur, something deeper below. Eyes of the dead, red tears.
We have an eye.
I mean, not in here we don't, I don't think. Do I have access to my inventory in here? I guess I do.
Yeah.
There is an intrusion in the forehead of the statue. Well, this is a right eye. So, I mean, if this was going to go anywhere, I would reckon it would go here. Good.
Oh.
Cool. Really, really, beyond reproach. Use coffee cup.
No, don't use coffee cup. Alright, so we have one more eye to find, I guess.
Okay, this lets us access the maze from other places. So there's other ways into the thing, the catacomb.
Yeah.
Okay, let me try actually going to the right here. Okay, handy. Let me guess. $1? Fucking sick, dude.
It's also $1?
It's also $1, yeah.
Wow.
Love them. Love dollars. Even here, in this video game, there is no escape. The capitalism is going to get you. Okay, so this takes us back up the middle. I would actually really rather leave the other way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We've got this locked into a much more useful pattern now.
Okay, so...
So wait a second, then... There isn't a way, because on this screen there should be a stairway down. But there isn't one. Which is very strange. Okay. I mean, do we take this now to the quiz club base?
Maybe.
Because I think we have the answer to the question.
Yeah. Let's save it first.
We'll save it. We'll save it on the way there. There is a route convenient computer. And this lets me take a hit real quick. Okay, is there a better computer? Because it's in that room. Yeah, there's a computer in the room.
Okay.
That's what I thought. Oh no, wait, sorry. This one here. All right, well, we're making progress again. That's a nice feeling.
Yeah.
Okay, where are we? We're close. The answer is we're close. I need to look at my image of the map again, or the maze again. So we're right there. I want to go left and right from the door.
Okay.
This is the first left, then right, and then we want to take the leftmost of the two paths here. All right. Ask me your question, you knave. Yeah, stand by the Minotaur below the red maze. This is a 2.
Okay.
I have successfully counted to 2. All right, we are crushing mazes left and right this episode. Hey, it's the Minotaur. That's normal. That's good. The thing I like about that is how normal it is. So to the right or to the left a little bit, both dead ends. Could be $1. Oh, checkpoint room. Rad. I'm going to use this mirror and then use it again just so that it's... Set this as our entry point. All right, you got a question for me, I assume? You have done well to come this far. But only the Nosens Mulier knows the answer to our final question. Well, I have been told that that's me. From top to bottom, what did my underground brother say?
Oh, we don't know that yet.
Yeah. Well, do we know? Yeah, fear of death obstructs truth for a moment. What do you think about the fucking jazz drumming that makes up the music of that area? What does that say to you?
I don't even want to begin to unpack it.
Okay, so what exactly did the Minotaur say?
That Minotaur? You want to know from top to bottom?
No,
what...
the one he's talking about.
Oh, the inscription is a pattern. Is it being an inscription?
Yeah, you're right. It's an inscription. There, we have a category for this. And yet,
all right. Well, I mean, we can go back and
I feel like it should be in here.
Yeah.
It's certainly not a document, nor is it a book. And also, I think we have all these and have for some time. Because there were words left out.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's going to ask us to fill in
Something
those
about
words.
head, eyes. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe that this didn't get memoried. It is such an inscription. Why? Why would it not get put in the inscriptions?
Maybe because we haven't. I don't know if it's a case where we need to get the other eyeball to get the full message to give to the guy, or if talking to the guy gives us
Well,
the
in
eyeball.
any case, it should remember the thing, because that's how the
Yeah.
game works. Okay, so to very quickly get back up there from here, it's in kind of an annoying position.
Yeah.
All right, the best way to do it is just going to be to use the stairs. All the stuff that the game remembers for you is such a good, like it's such a great thing about the game. Why they gotta go and drop the ball here? Wait, not this way. We want to go up here. She gets stuck on the terrain very easily. Something truth of the Minotaur. Something deeper
Okay.
below. Eyes of the dead something. Red tears something.
Truth of the Minotaur. Deeper below. Eyes of the dead. Red tears.
All right. I want to go and talk to that dude. Talk to the Minotaur and tell him truth or whatever, because I want to see what the answer entry box looks like.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to make us type that whole thing. My assumption would be they're going to make us give the 4 words that are missing. Nope. Through. Yep. Okay. Worse than Malinois, this one. We haven't actually done anything since we just saved. All I did was go and look at a piece of information we already had. All right. From top to bottom, what did my underground brother say? Truth above all. Help me out here. Interesting. So the Greek letters. We are being offered Greek letters here. Something truth of the Minotaur, something deeper below. It must, whatever it is, it must be something that we get told when we bring the other eye or something.
Yeah.
So I think we're about to get shot in the face. I guess not. You know?
Game over.
Sometimes you gotta lose face to save face. So hold on. Let's jump back in here real quick. We are like at the end of the episode, but
What puzzles do we have left to...
yeah, like the big problem with that is we pushed forward, but we didn't directly get anything out of it, right? Like,
Well, we know we're looking for an eye now.
yeah.
Something.
From top
Might
to
be
bottom, what did my brothers say? From top to bottom. I'm looking at the thing on my other monitor. Let me drag this over. I'm looking at this and trying to figure out, like, is there the name of a Greek letter encoded in this somehow, or I don't know. All right, I think that close my brain here. I think that maybe this is a good place to call it for today. We made a lot of like actual forward progress. We've seen things that we had not seen before, but to what end? How much did any of this actually help us? I have no idea. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, hopefully we're gonna have some answers. Hopefully we're going to figure out how to actually take advantage of what is at the center of one of these mazes. And we'll see you then.